Let's see. Mic check, 1, 2. Mic check. Make sure the audio is working. Okay, here we go. What is up? Happy Monday. Obviously today is probably going to get crazy. So, we all know what's going on right now. There's no dancing around it. The rumor mill is hot on a Monday. Obviously, we all know what's going on. Taking your questions, comments, calls, guys. I'll open up the phone lines at 843-790-3377. 843-790-3377. So I'll tell you guys, just to give you an indication of how lit, I guess you could say, today is and how lit I expect it to be. We posted the article about the top candidates to replace Will Muschamp around 10:30 or so, something like that. Within 30 minutes, this article had 1,000 views within 30 minutes. So people are fired up on a Monday, and very rightly so. I'm the same way, like you said. You can see here, the sign says it all, right? The sign says it all. There's no more debate. There's no more back and forth. There's no more, well, he did this, he did that, he won this many games and this many years. There's no more. It's done. It's done. It's a done deal. Okay? It's a done deal. We've already got a caller. So go ahead and take this call here. Let's get it going here on a Monday. Let's get after it. Let's see. Yo, what's going on, man? You're on the air. What's up?
What's up? It's Gamecock Swag here, man.
Oh, what's up, man? How you doing?
Yeah, doing good, man. I tell you, I was at the game Saturday. A lot of booze.
You were in the stadium, so you were in the stadium.
Yes, I was in the stadium.
I'm still looking for somebody that has video of the Fire Muschamp chants. I can't find anybody that got that. I
didn't video.
Yeah, nobody. It's like I don't know. Oh man. I don't know. So a lot of booze, you said. A lot of booze, you said, correct?
Correct. And I even had my towel, and I was waving surrender to the Texas A&M fans.
Oh yeah. I mean, I can't blame you, dude. That was as thorough an ass whooping as you will ever watch. And I mean, I can't think of. I mean that game almost equates to like 63-17 against Clemson, like 56-7 against Clemson in 2016. But again, you're in year 5, so it's like you have less of an excuse. I'm trying to compare it to that Clemson game, but that was as thorough an ass kicking as you will ever watch on a football field, I think, man. And that's why, like, when I dropped the show today, I was reading through the stats and stuff because, I mean, it was ugly. And then you look at the stats and you're like, wow, like it was just ugly all the way around. So, I mean, yeah. I mean,
Well, the one thing that I'll take away from this staff is they are the most hard-headed staff I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Because it seems like when Hill struggles one little ounce, you think they give the other guy a chance. You know?
Yeah.
I think they put Alinsky in just for one drive. What it hurt? You're down by so much.
Yeah, and dude, that was my biggest thing. Is like everybody thought, I guess, for a bit that I was like on Hill's jock or like. My biggest thing was just pointing out last week that Hill wasn't the number one, he wasn't our only problem, or I was even arguing not our number one problem. But, I mean, I agree with you 100%. I mean, you have two other guys you feel are really capable. You have another guy that's really capable. I mean, he literally played every game last year. So it's not like, if you want to justify and say, oh, well, Doty's a true freshman, hey, I totally understand that. But, like, Ryan Alinsky has played a lot of meaningful football. So, yeah, I mean – I don't understand the, just be like you're saying, being so hard-headed and not willing to make the change at all. And I think, Muschamp, in his media, whatever, last night, saying that they're going to have an open competition this week and, whoever gives us the best chance to win play. I mean, if he starts Colin Hill again, he really just doesn't care about his job. I mean, really, he must want to get fired because – you have to save face some way. You know what I mean? And like, I would even still sit here on a Monday and tell you that I don't pin this all on Colin Hill. Like, I'm not saying he's great by any stretch of the imagination. I'm not pinning it all on him, but at some point, I hate to say make a change for the sake of making a change. At some point, you just got to try something else. Definition insanity is doing the same thing over and over, and you can't just roll into Oxford. We're just going to go out there with the same 22 guys and hope we get a different result. There's just no way you can roll into that game that way. So, I mean, I will be floored if Ryan Hilinski doesn't start this weekend. Or I mean, maybe Luke Doty. Heck, I don't know. But I would be absolutely shocked if it's not somebody other than Colin Hill. So, but like you said, Will Muschamp is hard-headed. So, I mean, and you've seen that before. I mean, there's been plenty of examples of that. But the one that really sticks out to me is the 7-minute drive at the end of the Florida game where that drive was baffling, but was more baffling was Will Muschamp in the post-game presser and the Tuesday presser just convinced that what he did was the right move. I mean, he was absolutely convinced. And I mean, that just tells I know that obviously Will Muschamp knows more football than we do. He knows more I mean, I will never debate that, obviously. There's no question. But I think it's one of those like power complexes where he feels like I am the smartest guy in the room. I know more about football than you do. So whatever I say and do is right, and you can't question it. That's Muschamp for sure. I honestly believe that. He is so hard-headed, and it will be his undoing. That's 110% accurate way to put it. So, yeah.
Yeah, and another thing too is, I mean, Hilinski looked fine out there.
Yeah.
I mean,
I gave him my game ball. I mean, that tells you how bad we played. But I mean, hey, 4 for 6 for 34 yards. And more came back to, you know what, give Hilinski the game ball because he's dealt with all this. He's kept his head held high. I mean, he could already entered the portal if he really wanted to. So I mean, the fact he's kind of stuck with it, I tip my cap to him because I mean, it's not easy being the guy and kind of, you know, getting your job just flat out taken from you, you know, just losing your job. So, but yeah, I mean, why wait so late in the game to give another guy? I mean, you could tell really early on that it wasn't Collins. And again, I don't want to pin it all on him because, damn, his receivers don't make plays. Nobody outside of Shi Smith can catch a football.
That Brooks kid.
Yeah, I mean, it was rough. So, I mean, but still, like, I just – why not? Why not? Maybe a new voice, maybe a new leader out there does something for your football team. And we saw it when Steve Spurrier was the head coach and, you know, just inserting a guy like Steven Garcia. I mean, when Steven Garcia was first getting his opportunities, you could just tell it ignited the entire team. You never know what the result might be until you try. So, yeah, I mean, but it was bad all the way around Saturday. There's no other way to put it. That's why I said after the game, and I'll still say here, I mean, you can change the quarterback, you can change the wide receivers, you can change the O-line, the D-line. I mean, until you change the guy at the top, what do you think's really going to change? And like you said, with how hard-headed he is, I mean, what's really going to change? You know what I mean? Because I'm sure Will Muschamp is still in the building today, convinced the way he's doing things is right. He just is who he is, you know? So it's nothing personal, man, but I think it's best for both parties. I mean, of course, I've been saying it since last year, but this program desperately needs a change. It needs some fresh blood. It does. I mean, something's got to happen because you're going to get to a point where people go from being angry and upset to they're just going to stop caring, and that's what the school doesn't want. So, yeah, I mean, you know.
Yeah, another question here I'll give you is I guarantee you when we hired Mike Bobo that he said, Colin, you're going to be my guy if you come with me. I guarantee you he said that to him.
Yeah. Yeah, I think 100%. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, here's the thing you got to think is like, I mean, obviously players look out or coaches look out for players, I mean, which they should. So, I mean, Bobo's not, and I'll tell you this, I think what happened is I think Bobo got the job. He watched film on Ryan Hilinski, and Hilinski wasn't perfect last year. I mean, his mechanics needed fixed. I still don't think he has perfect mechanics, but yeah, I think he watched the film and told Colin Hill, hey, man, like I'm coming into this situation with these guys available. You know my offense, you know my system. I guarantee you he told him at minimum you are going to have an opportunity to compete for the job. Like if you come with – I mean, he's obviously, again, not going to bring his guy with him to sit the bench, right? I mean, why would he do that? So, yeah, I mean, I think that's 100% what happened. I think you're right. So, and again, like I just don't like my biggest thing. Again, I haven't like been defending quote unquote Colin Hill because he's some elite player. I just think that people, it's like, hey man, like the defense has sucked too. Like let's spread it all around. You know what I mean? Like, but at this point, again, it's like, dude, almost just for the sake of making a change, you have to change something. You have to. I mean, you just have to. You got to give people some kind of hope. Not that I think Muschamp is damn near about run that out. I don't know if anything could save his job at this point. So,
Well, the defense, I mean, I know they had an awful night last night, but they gave enough stops for us to be in it.
Right.
First half,
Yeah. Right.
If we score points on those drives,
Yeah, I mean,
we might have a ball game.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, it was just an abysmal night all the way. Like I said, the defense fought all they could. Defense fought all they could, but it was an abysmal night all the way around. So, Yep. Well, yeah, man, I appreciate the call, man. Hopefully we get the news we're all desiring sometime soon. So,
all right.
But yeah, appreciate it, man. Thanks so much. I know I missed a call a little bit, just like a couple minutes ago. If you want to call back in, you're more than welcome. 843-790-3377. We'll get to some of these questions here. Brian Grice, I can't believe fans think that Freeze is the guy we need. Come on, did y'all not see what he did at Ole Miss, all the violations he had? I know Freeze has had off-the-field stuff. I know he's had violations and stuff like that, but I will say we could do much, much worse than Hugh Freeze. I'm just going to put it that way. I think we could do worse. I think we could do much, much worse.
Brandon?
We got another call here. We're going to go ahead and jump back to the phone lines. Yo, Brandon, what's up, man?
Hey.
What's going on? How are you?
I'm calling. Doing good. What a game.
What a game indeed, yeah.
I had to turn that one off at the half. Every once in a while when we lose a game like that, I like to check the comments on a lot of social media just to see, how many people are like still defending our coach. And they like to point out like, well, the injuries aren't always his problem. Oh, well, we miss tackles. Oh, well, our players aren't catching the football. But when you take all of those things and add them together, I don't see how that's not our coach's fault. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I mean, you're the head guy. Everything that happens in that program is your responsibility. I mean, you like it or dislike it, but that's why you make $4.5 million a year.
Of players look so dejected on the field in a long time. Like, man, I'm almost at a loss for words at this point.
I mean, yeah, and I was just going to say, that's why on the show today, my biggest takeaway from the game, because, what else can you really take away other than I think he's lost the team? I don't know what else you can say about it. I just, we all saw it. So
he's lost the locker room 100%.
All right.
I live in California. I watch the Niners games. I watch Deebo Samuel on the field in the NFL and go, wow, we had that?
Yeah. Oh, I feel that way. I feel that way about a lot of players we've had under Muschamp, as far as it seems like we have these guys that they're okay in college, or they're slightly above average, but they go to the NFL and just ball out, and you're just like, what happened?
Yeah, exactly. So I've been on the Fire Muschamp train since the Louisiana Tech game, so hopefully after this last loss.
Yeah. No, yeah. There's a lot of rumors, man, and maybe where there's smoke, there's fire. Who knows? But yeah, man, hopefully it gets better. But yeah, appreciate the call. We're gonna jump this other call really quick. I appreciate it. A lot of calls coming in. We'll try to get to all of them. Yo, Cade, what's up, man?
What's up, man?
What's going on? Doing well. How are you?
Long Saturday night, huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. For sure.
Night.
For sure.
We got to do something.
Yeah.
We're falling off. And them Fire Muschamp shirts, I bet they're rolling in, aren't they?
They are rolling. You are correct. Yeah. I've honestly sold a lot more than I thought I would. You never know how it's going to go, but yeah, they're a hot item right now. Hot item for sure.
It's terrible that, off the bye week, we have one bye week. We thought that maybe we scored 20 points. I'd rather us lose by 10 points. 45 points it was. 48-3.
48-3, yeah.
After that time, I quit watching it.
Yeah.
I quit watching it. It was disgusting. The calls that they made, they disgusted me.
Yeah.
Will Muschamp's got to go.
Yeah.
He has to go, or somebody's going to end up going to his lake house and burning that shit down.
It's funny. I actually had the fire.
Burn it off.
I was gonna say I actually had the fire. Well, people don't know. I had those Fire Muschamp shirts made and ready to drop. I mean, probably after week 1, and I didn't want to drop them prematurely. You know, I was like telling people that I'm close with. I'm waiting for the opportune moment. You know, when it becomes, I feel, just so blatantly obvious. And Saturday night was the point where, like, I was just like, it is so blatantly obvious at this point. So. Yeah, I know. Something's got to change, man. Something's got to give. I don't know how you could salvage it from this point. I don't think you can. So,
I mean, nothing you can do. I mean, we're down. What was it, 21-0 at halftime, and we come out and I mean, even off the bye week, I mean, maybe we would have something. I mean, just like you said. I mean, usually every Saturday I'm so ready. I mean, I knew Willie B was going to rock, and then. This Saturday morning, I woke up and I was like, I mean, there's no point in being happy for game day. I mean, I knew that we were going to get beat. And I mean, I know every South Carolina fan knew we were going to get beat, but I didn't know that we were going to get beat in that style of fashion that we did. And I mean, make a quarterback change. I mean, put Ryan in there, put Luke Doty. I mean, we got to do something. I mean, we just you're
not getting the most, and that's kind of the point I've made to people about, oh, what about recruiting? You'll lose this guy, you'll lose that guy, like Gunnar Stockton, for example. Obviously, I want Gunnar Stockton to come here, but God, if you keep Muschamp, you're not going to get the most out of him anyways. What difference does it make? So I mean, you're not getting the most out of the talent on the roster currently, and so what's the point? I mean, who cares? Who cares if you keep or lose every recruit you have if you still have the same coach? Nothing's really going to, change or happen for you. So I think that's a bad argument. But yeah, I mean,
and we have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
I mean, this season's over with. I mean, start with Doty at quarterback. I mean, Colin Hill. I really think Colin Hill will come back for the last year next year. But I mean, after that game, if I was Ryan Haleski, 8 o'clock this morning, I would have walked in the Muschamp's coaching room and been like, "You son of a bitch, I am transferring. Fuck all y'all, fuck a lot, I'm transferring."
Yeah, he should get the start. He should get the start. So there's no other way to put it. I mean, you have to make a change. You got to do something. You got to give another guy a chance. You know what I mean? You just have to. You can't keep rolling the same guy out there doing the same thing over and over again. And I wasn't ready to jump ship on Colin after LSU. It's one bad game. It's one bad outing or whatever. But you've had back-to-back, and especially this one, just horrid. I mean, horrid outings, and the program is where it is, and you just you can't keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. So whether it's Hilinski or Doty, I mean, you got to. Yeah, I just don't understand saying we're going to have an open quarterback competition. I mean, I know that's all coach speak and all, but dude, enough with the coach speak. You're about to lose your job, so you got to make a change. But hey, appreciate you calling in, man. We got a ton of calls to get to, so I'm gonna try to get some other people in here. But I really do appreciate you calling in.
All right, no problem.
So, thanks, man. Yeah. So, like I said, if I missed your call, call in. Like I said, there's a lot of calls coming in. Trying to get everybody on. 843-790-3377. 843-790-3377. I'll try to get to these questions as well. Jordan Carls, Muschamp will never have Division I head coaching job again after this. I agree 100%. He will never get a Power 5 at least head coaching job. Never. So, Rhett Gobble, will they fire mid-season or end of season? I think if it doesn't happen this week, it'll probably be end of season. But I mean, who knows, man? Who knows? It's all. Hold on. Who's saying they approved the buyout? Who's saying that? Let's see. Who's saying that? Yeah, I mean, who knows? Again, the rumor mill is hot on a Monday. A lot of people saying this and that, and I've heard certain things as well. And I'm kind of taking it all with a grain of salt because I don't want to get my hopes up. I mean, obviously, we all know what I want to happen, but we'll see. Again, it's a lot of rumors floating around. Yo, David, what's up, man?
Hey, how's it going?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm hanging in there. I actually was at the game Saturday.
Tough one. No other way to put it.
Well, I just feel like they need to bench that starter and put
Yeah.
Lewinsky back in.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's time. This is time. This is time. No question. You got to give, like I said, you got to give somebody else a chance. And again, it's not like my biggest thing is it's not like Ryan Helinski's a true freshman. It's not like he's Luke Doty. And I mean, Ryan played last year. You know what he can do. You know he can play against SEC competition. It's not like you're concerned about will he have butterflies or how will he handle the stage of the moment. Dude's played. I mean, the dude's played in big games. So I don't know why you're so quite. I mean, and again, if you're Will Muschamp, you're already on the chopping block. You're already, everybody wants you gone. You don't have a single friend left in Columbia. You can't just roll into Oxford with the same guy. So I agree with you. You got to make the change. And hey, whether that's Helinski or Doty, I don't care. I think both should play. And yeah, so I think everybody at this point probably agrees, man. There's got to be a change. There's got to be a change at some degree. So
I feel like they're giving up too after they get down. Like the defense.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's dejected. I mean, when you're getting beat the way South Carolina was getting beat, it's hard to not be slightly dejected, I think. So, part of me can't blame him, man. Part of me can't blame him. I mean, it's like I said, it's tough to keep showing up down after down and getting your teeth kicked in. So, especially when your offense isn't helping you. You know what I mean? So.
The only thing I was upset about is we went one good game, and then it's like, oh, that's it. That's good enough. Let's lose like 4 in a row.
Well, yeah, and it's exactly what happened last year with Georgia, and you're seeing it all over again. And heck, you got 4 games left. I have no clue. I mean, I think I've got a feeling what's going to happen, but man, it's starting to feel like 3-7 is the absolute best case scenario. So I don't know, man. I mean, you're a touchdown dog at Ole Miss. I don't know how you're going to get a single stop defensively, and you got issues all over the place. So,
sadly, my dad's a Clemson fan, so I hear it all the time. But my birthday was Saturday, so it made it perfect that they lost.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, thank God at least Clemson lost, but Carolina's got such issues right now, man. It's hard to even take joy in Clemson losing. I mean, Clemson is playing in the kind of games that Carolina wants to be playing in. You know what I mean? Like big games. So, yeah. But, yeah, man, appreciate the call. Like I said, we got a ton of callers to get to, so I don't mean to cut you off. But, no, I appreciate the call, man, for sure.
Sure, I've been watching a while, so figured I'd give it a shot.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it, man. Call in anytime. Absolutely.
All right, have a good one.
So, thanks, man. You too. Later. All right. Yeah, guys, keep calling in. Like I said, I know I'm obviously missing some of your calls. Unfortunately, I'm just literally doing this on my phone. I don't have like a nice professional setup where I can put people on hold and stuff like that. Let's see. Ronnie Pace says, I chatted online last night with a couple of boosters. They said they've already told Ray Tanner they're done donating till something's done. It wouldn't surprise me. Let's see. Anthony Dillard, I don't understand his inability to make a change at quarterback. This has been an issue his entire time. He's been here for the Belt Bowl a couple years ago. What's his deal? Stubborn. I don't know. All right, we got another call here. Let's get after it. Yeah, what's going on, man? Doing well. Hold on. Give me 1 second. There we go. What's going on? How are you?
I'm good, other than Saturday.
Yeah. Kind of all of us right now.
Everyone's talking about the quarterback and all. I just wanted to remind people this is Muschamp's 5th year as our head coach, and our defense gave up 48 points, and not even like 52 points last game.
Yeah, to a true freshman quarterback, by the way. Yeah,
exactly. Like, what is going on?
Well, and that was my point coming off of the LSU game when everybody said, Colin Hill this. And I'm not trying to debate that Colin Hill is some elite player because he's not. But my point was just like you're saying, it's year 5 and your defense still stinks. I mean, really, let's just call it for what it is. Your defense is still painfully average, and it's just, I mean, you knew when you hired Muschamp offense would be an issue, but you figured the defense in year 5 would be, good.
Right.
At least like something to be proud of. And you're just, it's pathetic, man. It's just pathetic across the board. And I think there's good players on the defense. I think there's just a huge disconnect. I think there's good players on that defense.
I understand the SEC is where it's different now. It's about putting up a lot of points.
Right.
But man,
well, then here's the thing. If that's going to be the case, then why is Will Muschamp your head coach? Go hire an offensive guy. If that's what you want to justify. Oh well, it's 2020 and teams score a lot. Okay, then let's go hire a guy that actually knows offense.
Right.
I mean,
right.
It makes no sense. So
honestly, I don't know how Bobo's scheme will fit in today's offensive play, but yeah, we need to go someone that can score big, like a Big 12 type thing.
Yeah. I mean, just a young offensive-minded guy who's innovative, who's aggressive. I've seen some people on social media today throwing around the name Brent Venables. Absolutely not, in my opinion. I understand the success he's had at Clemson, but hey, just because you're an elite defensive coordinator doesn't mean you'll be a good head coach. Example, Will Muschamp, who's your current head coach. I think that would be a miserable hire. So this program needs some excitement. This program needs some new blood, a fresh face, a fresh voice, and it needs to come from a young offensive-minded guy who is willing to think outside the box, get creative, because I think that is the type of style you have to play with if you're going to win big at South Carolina. So appreciate the call, man. Like I said, I got a ton of callers to get to, but I appreciate you calling in.
All right, take it easy.
Yep, you too. Thanks. I keep missing my guy, Philip Carter Harris. Give me a ring here. let's just do this. I know my guy keeps calling in. Phil, what's up? I figured I'd give you a call back because I see you've called like 7 times and I keep missing it. So I wanted to make sure I got you on the airwaves, my guy. So
I appreciate it, brother. I got a couple things for you here real quick. You're the OG of Fire Muschamp train. I want to make sure that people understand and give you a little bit of praise here. You saw it at the UNC game after that. I saw the video back then. I looked at my sister. We were at the game too, and I was like, that might be a little bit of an overreaction. I mean, obviously we were upset about the game, but I was like, that's kind of harsh. But now looking back on it, you were right back then, brother.
Well, and it came after, I was at both the Belk Bowl and that kickoff game. And it really, dude, what it was with the UNC game was, you came off that embarrassment that was the Belk Bowl, and you had, 7-8 months to stew over that and to, get your revenge and get your, get that monkey off your back, whatever, make right of the wrongs you did in that bowl game, in that same exact building. And you came out and you let a true freshman quarterback, a first-year head coach, beat you in the way they did. And to me, it just showed a level of incompetence that I did not know Will Muschamp. Because I wasn't, I wasn't on like the Fire Muschamp train. Even after the Belk Bowl, I said, it's a bowl game. It's a meaningless game. Teams don't show up in these games. It happens. But to go through an entire offseason and to watch the performance we watched, last year against North Carolina, that just, again, showed a level of incompetency to me that I didn't know Muschamp had. And at that point, I was done. I was done at that point. I just, I was out. I was out on it. I mean, I was just out on it. So,
you saw it before a lot of us. For me, it was the Tennessee game this year. After that, I was like, there's no way that this guy he's not the guy.
Yeah.
He's just not the guy for this program. He shouldn't be a head coach. Seems like a great guy, runs a great program, but on Saturdays it just does not.
Well, it's just the same thing over and over and over again. I mean, because I saw, I think it was Booger McFarland tweeted about South Carolina fans, what do you think your ceiling is under Will Muschamp? And I truly believe that 2017 team, that 2017 season, that is the peak. That would be I genuinely believe this. I think you could give Will Muschamp 10 more years at Carolina and he wouldn't have a better season than that. He might hit that number again, but I don't think he'd ever have a better season than that. It would be very much a 5 to 6 win a year on average program.
I'm glad that everybody else is now with us. Now everybody sees it after this game. Here's the thing, is if they keep him around after today, all of us the fans, alumni, supporters, whatever you want to call us, all of us together, students even, we need to make sure that we're doing the right thing that we need to do on our end to make sure the university understands this is not acceptable to have a head coach that is this bad. What I mean by that is don't go to the games.
Right.
Don't buy merchandise. Don't go into the stadiums anymore. Let it hurt them in their pocketbooks where they understand that this is just not acceptable.
Yeah, and it's harsh to say, but you're right. I mean, I'll tell you this, and I'm probably going to make a clip to go on social media here in a bit, and I'm sure it won't be totally positive reactions, but I'll tell you, and this may sound harsh, and this may sound tough to hear for some people, but really, if you really care about the South Carolina program, and again, I say this, but on game day, I know I'm a Gamecock. I can't help but pull for South Carolina to win. But you should be pulling for the Gamecocks to get thoroughly embarrassed every game from here on out. I mean, really, because that's the only thing that's going to make the change happen. Again, I hate to say that because I care more about the players than that. I obviously want to see them have success. But, if I can take one positive out of the rumors and the smoke we've heard as far as, Board of Trustees meeting and, just all these rumors circulating, it at least tells me if we keep losing, he's going to get fired. I don't care about COVID. I don't care about a buyout. If South Carolina keeps losing football games, he's going to lose his job. So bottom line. And again, it's harsh to say, but it's like you're saying, it's harsh to say, but yeah, you gotta, as a fan, you have the limited voice you have, you got to make that voice known. And how do you do that? Like you said, you hit them where it hurts, and that's the pocketbook. And I think South Carolina, the university needs to realize that, all I hear about is buyout, how expensive it is, how you're going to lose more money if you don't fire him. I mean, really, you really are. I mean, in the grand scheme of it, it's going to hurt you more if you go, like, let's just say you win one more, you go 3-7, and God forbid you go 2-8. And if you bring him back, you're going to lose everybody. There ain't no, hey, we saw Williams-Brice, $14,000. Who's going to pay $14,000 a year for tickets? Who's going to buy the boxes? I mean, come on. Even the most diehard, loyal, garnet glasses wearing alumni Gamecock fan, it's like at some point you just get sick and tired of being sick and tired, and people aren't going to do it. Yeah. So.
I'm up here in New Hampshire. It's a little bit different from being down there, but I fly the Carolina flags on my car. I wear Carolina merchandise all the time. I'm Gamecock through and through. But after that LSU game, I was going into this game completely numb. And I watched it completely numb, as if I wasn't a fan. I was just watching what was happening on the field with no emotional reaction. Yeah. That's how bad things are right now with our fan base, where we're not even emotionally invested in it. That is a problem.
Yeah. Anger is not the worst case scenario. Apathy is. And
absolutely, and I'm there.
If you keep going and you keep spinning the wheels, that's the point you're going to get to. Somebody commenting here, by the way, what I said, it's Lindsey Hagler. It's hard to want your team to lose. And again, it's easy to say that here on a Monday after you just lost 48-3. And listen, I'm a Gamecock fan. When it gets to Saturday night at 7:30 at Ole Miss, I'm going to be pulling for South Carolina to win the game. There's no question. I want Carolina to win the football game. But again, if you can take a step back, and like I'm saying, if you can just realize for the long-term health of the program, as bad as it sounds to say, it's kind of one of those things I think almost feel it's like I'm pulling for South Carolina to win, but if they lose, I can pull a positive out of it. I mean, honestly, at this point, I mean, I literally, I'll tell you this. Funny thing, I was at the tailgate Saturday, taking a shot with somebody or something, whatever, having a drink, and we literally cheers to, and I said, I have a great cheers for you. Here's to either cheers to a South Carolina victory or getting one step closer to a new head coach. That's how I feel about every game at this point. Hey, if we win, we're happy, and if we lose, we're one step closer to getting rid of Will Muschamp. So that's kind of where I'm at right now.
There you go.
So
there you go.
Yeah. So
well, brother, I'm gonna let you go. I got people calling in.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it, Phil. Thanks so much as always. Appreciate it. Yeah, good stuff, man. Good stuff. Yeah, so that I want to clarify. I'm not going into these games actively rooting for South Carolina to lose, obviously, but I also understand what needs to be done. This program desperately needs a change. It desperately needs a new leader. It desperately needs a fresh voice, a fresh face. And how's that going to happen, right? How's that going to happen? I mean, you look at the last 4 games, right? You look at the last 4 games. You're 2-4 right now. Even if you finish 3-1, which is not going to happen, by the way, it's not. Even if you finish 3-1, what does beating Ole Miss, Mizzou, and Kentucky do for you? What does it tell you about this Carolina football program? What really? And I saw somebody comment, Will Muschamp should return if you win out. I said, man, Jesus Christ, there's a better chance Jesus Christ himself is South Carolina's next head football coach than the Gamecocks winning out this season. Bottom line. Like, let's be realistic a little bit here. Come on. Like, and I tried to tell you guys before the season again, and I'll say it again, this is the worst Carolina football team since the 2015 team. And even that team was competitive. Lost to Clemson by 5 points. I mean, you know. So, again, guys, taking your questions, comments, calls. I'm trying to get to as many as I can. 843-790-3377 if you do want to call in. That's 843-790-3377. Drayton Huffman says, this South Carolina program needs a spark. It will start at quarterback. The rest of the year, we need a young, hungry coach. We need young coaches who have that fire in them. That's what South Carolina will get back on the map. Yeah, I agree. You need a young, fiery, innovative, offensive-minded head football coach. Yep, so... Donnie Cunningham, it's like a guy being like, if I catch her cheating one more time, I am done. Yeah. At some point, you got to learn from your mistakes, my guy. At some point, you have to learn from your mistakes. And, you know, I said it on the podcast. I said it after the game Saturday night, and I'll say it again here. If you still believe Muschamp is the guy, just unfollow me at this point. I don't need that energy in my life. Yo, Hunter, what's up, man?
Hey, Chris, I just want to get your opinion. Do you think we have even a chance to get maybe Jamey Chadwell from Coastal?
I think, why wouldn't he want to come here? I mean, I know he's doing great things at Coastal. I mean, you never know people's situations. Like maybe he's just happy there. He doesn't want to take the job. I don't know, but I think South Carolina would have a chance. Yeah. I mean, I think, you know, see, here's the thing, man. I'm of the belief that, listen, there are obviously some names that South Carolina couldn't pull in, that really no school could pull in. But hell, I think South Carolina is a very desirable location, bro. South Carolina has everything. It's like Steve Spurrier said, why not us? We have and when he got here, obviously it's way better than when he got here. We have the facilities. We got talented players. There's a great recruiting base. We got great fans. You play in the best conference in the country. Like, why wouldn't a coach want to come here? You got to be, again, beautiful facilities. You're in a great part of the state. South Carolina, there's great weather all year round. You got the beach. You got the mountains. Why wouldn't you want to take this job? Well, hey, if we want to pay him enough, money will talk. I mean, if we really want him that bad, I think we could get him. But, they're maybe Joe Brady. Like maybe he doesn't want to come to college. Maybe he wants to be in the NFL. That's something you can't handle. But listen, I think the Gamecocks can go get damn near whoever they want. I mean, really, and just in my opinion, all you can do is ask and offer and put a blank check in front of a guy. So, yeah, if they really wanted him, I think they could get Chadwell. So. But yeah, I think there's names out there, man. I think there's names out there. So.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. Also, do you think, I know Muschamp has gotten us some good players, like at least from what we had. And I mean, do you think Chadwell could do the same?
Yeah. I mean, listen, you have to love with Chadwell, you have to love that he has taken a Coastal Carolina program and done with it what they're doing. So that's a big thing for me, is a coach that is taking, I say quote unquote lesser talent, but is obviously developing talent. Obviously, right? That's what you need at South Carolina, because you're not going to pull in 5-star after 5-star. And you're going to get the occasional 5-star. Look at the last couple of years, but you need to be able to develop talent at South Carolina and get the most out of your guys. Get your 3-stars playing like 4-stars. Get your 4-stars playing like 5-stars. Just get the most out of guys. You have to have that at South Carolina. So, yeah, I mean, that's one of the traits about Chadwell that I do love, that I see for sure. There's no question. So, and that's why I think Hugh Freeze too, man. Liberty's 7-0. I mean, that's a huge thing with Hugh Freeze. He's also doing that. So, but yeah, that's one thing I certainly do like about him, is he's been able to take talent at Coastal, and obviously he's getting the most out of him. And they're a top 15 team right now. And no matter what you think about if the rankings are BS or whatever, it don't matter. They're a top 15 team. So, it is what it is.
All right,
so,
thanks, man. Love the show.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate the call. I feel like I was kind of rambling there, but if you guys want to call back in, South Carolina, Missouri kickoff time, by the way, guys, just got announced. 7:30, another night game. Another night game at home. How about that? I will be damned. Another night game at home for South Carolina. So, isn't that crazy? Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to put together this graphic right now. Just trying to put together this graphic for the kickoff time. 7:30. I can't believe that. I cannot believe that. Let's see. Florida, Vandy, or LSU, Arkansas is the noon kick. I don't know. I don't know how the hell we got a night game, but hey, we'll take it. Screw it. We'll take it. Screw it. Whatever. Sorry, guys. I'm just making this graphic. I could probably just do it after, couldn't I? Let's see. SEC Network alternate. By the way, I saw the comments from people about me as the next head coach. Yeah, I'm not even gonna pretend like I know football like that, guys. I appreciate the kind words. That is good stuff. All right, here we go. Let's see. Serious question, Justin. Shoot it. Go right ahead. Touchdowns, the home runs, 4 night games in a row. Yeah, again, I can't believe it. I genuinely can't believe it. I don't know how. Again, if you have questions, if you do want to call in, 843-790-3377. 843-790-3377. Guys, would love to take your calls. Obviously, it is jumping here on a Monday. Lot going on here on a Monday. Lot of rumors flying. Shit, where is it? 36. A lot of rumors flying. And it sounds like something might go down here soon. So never know. Who knows? Let's see. Justin, is it just me or does it seem like Herb Street and McElroy and ESPN always love when we are like this, when we were on a roll in 2012? They act like we didn't exist. I don't know what those guys think, man. I don't know what those guys think. You guys taking your questions, comments, calls. Let's see. If you do want to call on 843-790-3377, I'm just posting this graphic right now. Just announced, guys, South Carolina, Missouri on the 21st is a 7:30 kickoff, which, hey, I am just as surprised as you are. Trust me. So a 7:30 kickoff for South Carolina. Why we deserve it, I don't know, but we got it. So we got it. Let's see. Tristan Dixon, we've been better off just keeping Sean Elliott as head coach. Surely at his worst would have us in the situation we're currently. I hear you. It's tough for me to say we'd be better off with the guy that lost the Citadel. It's very, very tough for me to say we'd be in a better situation. But you never know. Never know. Maybe we would. Nick Judy, I totally messed up last night. I left 2 USC football season tickets on my dashboard in my truck last night. And when I went out just now, my windshield was all busted, and there are 4 USC season tickets on my dashboard now. They said they're going to give them to you. Let's see. I saw some other questions. Tracy Peppers, I lost it with Tanner when he allowed the spurless chicken to be erected. Let's see. I'm trying to scroll back, and Joe Anders, Freeze is a proven Alabama beater and a hell of a recruiter too. Drayton Huffman, Chris, let's go apply for the job. I guarantee you we would get more wins than this clown ass. I'm officially done with Muschamp. Let's see. Yeah, what the rumor is, the board of trustees met last night via a Zoom call. I mean, things are stirring. I don't know that we're going to get a change or a huge announcement today. Things are stirring, though. And I'll tell you guys right now, from everything I'm hearing, what it feels like, if there wasn't a buyout, Champ would be done. He'd be gone. Champ would be gone. If the buyout didn't exist, he'd be gone. Drayton Huffman, if Chump gets fired, I want to see Mike Bobo take over the year. Thoughts? I would be fine with Mike Bobo being the interim head coach. Yeah, that's fine with me. Whatever. It is what it is. I'll take that. Let's see. Nick Judy, is Muschamp doing a teleconference? Nothing that I know of. Again, there's been some rumblings and rumors of, I had somebody ask me, "Oh, hey, are you tuning into the press conference at 1:00 or something?" And I'm like, "What?" So guys, I'm right there with you on the roller coaster. Trust me, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you, man. So, but I have seen nothing of the sort. How about this? Sam Pittman tested positive for COVID. I'll be damned. I've seen nothing of the sort about any type of press or any type of media availability today, though. I would assume tomorrow they will have the press conference as normal, which obviously will be very, very interesting, but I don't think anything new right now. Let's see. Chris Snead, is there any news at all leaning one way or another? Nothing confirmed. Obviously, no news. There's a lot of rumors right now, a lot of things swirling. I would say obviously things are leaning towards a coaching change at some point. They are leaning that way. Will it happen? I don't know. But I feel like things are leaning that way. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So again, guys, taking your questions, comments, calls, 843-790-3377. Hey, Bob Stoops is a very great, underrated name that I would love to see in Columbia. I would love to see that. Let's see. See, that's what I'm saying. Press conference today at 1, guys. I haven't heard that. I've seen rumors flying around. I have no idea. I have no idea if that's a thing. I don't think it's a thing, but hell, I don't know. So, has it been mentioned yet? Fire Muschamp. Well, it's right there. It's right there. So, hey, you guys know the energy. You guys know the energy I'm bringing. You guys know what I think. So, let's get back to the phone lines.
Justin.
Hey, Justin, what's up, man?
Hey, Chris, how you doing, man?
Doing well. How are you?
Pretty good. I got 2 questions to ask you. Do you trust Bob Kessler to make the changes at South Carolina about he did and the football coach?
Castlin, I think so. I mean, this is his first big opportunity, right? I mean, so I guess we really don't know. I'd rather Castlin make the decision than Ray Tanner, though. I can tell you that. I can tell you that much. So, and here's the thing. Hopefully, and I would certainly think so, Castlin's going to have other people around him in his ear helping him. It's not going to be like it's all him. So I would certainly hope the powers that be at USC can sit down and figure this thing out. But hey, do I trust Castlin to make it? It don't really matter, man, because he's going to be the one making the decision. So, but
yeah, that's true, Chris. It's tough right now.
Yeah, no, it's brutal, man. There's no question.
Yeah. I'm scared we might win. I'm scared because we might not win another game this season,
Yeah, I mean, it's very possible. Unfortunately, it's very. I tend to think right now. I think 3-7 is probably very. I think that's kind of where if I had gun to head, what am I picking? I think this team maybe finds a way to squeeze out one more win, maybe. But yeah, I mean, unfortunately, losing every game you got left is very realistic. And I hate to say that, but, it is. So.
Yeah, because the only way I see is Missouri. That's probably it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I think, buyout be damned. If you lose out the rest of this season, Muschamp is gone. No question. There's no question at all. No question.
Yeah, I agree.
So.
Yeah. And my second question is, do you see those things coming soccer in the near future?
Say it again. Sorry, I missed that.
Do you see soccer? Do you see Luke Fickell coming to?
Luke Fickell, you're saying? That could be a name, certainly. I mean, I know a lot of people that a lot of chatter about Luke Fickell, and I mean, again, man, at this point, there are a lot of candidates. Everybody's kind of open game at this point. So I mean, Fickell could be a guy. He's certainly on that short list of candidates, but. I mean, you never know, man. You never know. It just, what type of interest does he have and what type of interest does South kind of have in him? But, yeah, that's certainly a name, I think, to keep an eye on, no question. So.
Yeah, I agree, Chris. Yeah. They better do something this weekend, man.
Yeah, you have to. You have to. There's got to be something. Something's got to change, man. Something's got to change. There's no question.
Yeah, because I don't want to see another blowout,
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, trust me, I agree. It's just we can't sit through that again. I can't sit through that again like we sat through over the weekend. But all we can do is hope for the best, man.
It was hard for me to watch Saturday. It was just hard for me to watch that.
Yeah. Yep. Like I said, man, all we can do is hope for the best, and we'll see what happens. But appreciate the call, man, for sure.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, boss. Take care, Justin. Appreciate it. Yeah, so Savannah Webster, I saw you jump in. I haven't heard anything about official about a presser at 1 or anything. I mean that seems to be floating around. Oh, come on, this has to be a troll account. Okay. Let's see. I haven't seen anything official, obviously, about a 1 o'clock presser or anything like that. So. Yeah. Anyways, you guys do want to call in. We got 8 minutes left. This has been awesome. Great Monday therapy. A lot of people have called in. A lot of questions. 843-790-3377. 843-790-3377. Brian Welch, 3 hottest coaching job vacancies this coming year: South Carolina, Tennessee, and Michigan. You think Tennessee? You think Jeremy Pruitt's getting the can already? I think definitely South Carolina and Michigan. Definitely. So let's see. Matt Campbell. I love the name Matt Campbell. He would definitely be on my short list of top candidates to go after. Justin says, the thing worries me about Bobo taking over is I feel like he will live and die with Hill because he knows his system, not drawing the kid, but I think we have, or not downing the kid, but I think we have younger quarterbacks that are equal to his talent. Who knows, man? I mean, if it gets to the point, though, where Mike Bobo's taking over as the interim head coach, I've been on people saying, hey, like, the season's not a wash. Nobody in that building feels that way. You're getting pretty damn close to it, though. You really are. You really, really are. So. 4 straight night games. That is just so crazy. Let's see. Chris Cotton, can we reach out to Hugh Freeze? I think so, absolutely, 110%. I think you absolutely can. I think they will. Donnie Cunningham, Jim McElwain. That has to be yes. That would be the worst replacement, and I will be done with Carolina football if that happens. I will be completely done with Carolina football if that happens. So, Christian Carver, bringing in Matt Rule from the Panthers. He knows the turn program is around like Temple and Baylor. I mean, he's first year with the Panthers, man. He's not going to leave his NFL job after year 1, and they're showing progress too. So I don't think that's a realistic candidate. Here's a fun question: HML 31 Gaming. Do you think we will see the gray uniforms return? Maybe. Heck, I don't know. I thought the unis looked pretty good Saturday night. The white garnet white. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the white garnet white. I will tell you that from a pretty damn solid, I'm obviously I'm not trying to be like the insider guy or give you whatever, but I just will tell you what I'm hearing. I will say from someone that I trust that I would say is a very solid source, I have heard that Hugh Freeze has been in contact with Ray Tanner. So take it for what it's worth. It might be complete bullshit. I don't know, but I'll tell you this, the guy I heard it from, I trust very, very much so, and someone that would be very close to the situation. So, I mean, again, take it for what it's worth. Take it for what it's worth. So that might be a thing. I don't know. I don't know. But, yeah, who knows? Any chance we call Urban Meyer? I don't think so, man. I don't think we would ever step outside the box and hire a guy like Meyer with his past and just what's happened with him. I highly doubt it. You know what I mean? I highly doubt it. Let's see. Andrew Bowers, Hugh Freeze is doing great, but it's Liberty. Yes, they're unbeaten and ranked, but they haven't really played good teams yet. Well, also it's the fact he won at Ole Miss. I don't think it's just Liberty. It's the fact he won at Ole Miss too. I'll tell you this. Like, I mean, it might sound bad. I'm at the point where I'm so ready to see anybody other than Will Muschamp as the head coach. I don't even give a damn who it is. But I think South Carolina could do a lot worse than Hugh Freeze. I mean, a guy that he has SEC ties, which I know that's going to be important to some people. I don't really care, but he does have SEC ties. He has won at a high level as a head coach. He's won at a program like Ole Miss where you could kind of equate it to South Carolina where you're not pulling in top 10, top 5 classes every single year. He's taken less and done more with it. He can obviously recruit. He's an offensive-minded guy. There are positives from Hugh Freeze. There are positives. I know he had the off-the-field stuff, whatever, but I don't give a damn what he does in his personal life. I just want him to win football games on the field. So, am I going to stay live if the presser comes on? I mean, if there's a presser, yeah. If there's a presser, yes. Do you got a link to it? I mean, is this thing on YouTube? Like, I'll go look right now. But I'm not familiar with there being. Yeah, see, I'm not seeing anything. I mean, I'll stay live for a minute or two and see if there's something pops up on Twitter or whatever. But, I don't know. I don't know where that came from. People saying there's going to be a presser at 1:00. I mean, maybe there is. We'll see. Well, like I said, I'll be right here. Let's see. Let's see. Ryan Clark says Jay Phillips on 107.5 The Game said something about one. I saw his tweet just talking about talking about his show at 1, but I don't know if that's something from USC coming at 1, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So let's see. Christian Carver, I wonder if Billy Napier would be looked at South Carolina for a head coaching job. Again, I think he'll definitely be on the short list of candidates, no question. Jason Derrick, if you won't consider coaching the football team, what about the baseball team? You played at Newberry, you're qualified. No, I love Kingston. I like Kingston. I'm still a Kingston guy, man. Like, let it play out. I think Kingston's a good coach. Again, the results on the field will tell all in that situation, especially with Carolina baseball. If you don't win, you don't keep your job when it comes to Gamecock baseball. But I'm still on the King. I'm not on fire Kingston. I like Kingston. I think he's a good baseball man. But yeah, I still like Kingston, believe it or not. Savannah Webster. Yeah, I'm checking the comments. It is 1 o'clock. I'm trying to see, is something coming up? Is something coming up? Is something coming up? What is happening? What is happening? I just highly doubt they would just run some impromptu presser. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go ahead and close it out, guys. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up because it is 1 o'clock. If something happens in the next 15, 20 minutes where there's a I will go live. I will go live yet again. But I don't know. I think that's probably just rumor. Who knows? But yeah, guys, appreciate you tuning in. Thank you so much. Again, this has been lit. This has been a fun Monday for sure. Monday Therapy. If you haven't done so, check out the podcast. Drop this morning, episode 313. Obviously, talking about this mess of a football program that we have. And also Joshua Blue, former Gamecocks running back, and he was a walk-on, but he was on the 2011 and 12 teams. Really, really good stuff. Obviously, great interview with him. So, guys, like I said, appreciate you all tuning in. If anything comes up, obviously, you guys know I will be here. We will go back on live, whatever. But again, appreciate you all tuning in. Check out the podcast. Check out all the content we got coming today. And until tomorrow, 12 to 1 again, every single day, Monday through Friday, 12 to 1 this week. Appreciate y'all tuning in. We'll talk soon.